Hello, I'm just here to do a quick video. I know I posted an Oric Elevate Conquer video a couple days ago, and I plan to post another one here soon once my other machine arrives. Like I had said, I had an XL21. Somebody had told me about them being online, which I had seen them because if you type in Oric Elevate on eBay, for some reason it comes up as Oric XL or new Oric XL21 Elevate or Elevate 21 Christmas Blowout or something like that. And so that kept popping up. And I didn't really think too much into them. I remember seeing them on TV in like when I was 10. Um, yeah, I mean, what was I? I was 11 at the time. That was 10 years ago. I remember seeing them on TV, and I remember thinking the Powerhead design looked very effective. For some reason, they just looked like good cleaners. And they were. Apparently, they're the best Orics that they had ever made. And this is a little bit more technologically advanced with swivel steering, but apparently it's supposed to be just as good as the 21. It has that stiffer bristle brush, and it is semi-self-propelled. I'm really excited to get the XL21. I like when they apparently it's new. I'm gonna hope that it's new. I'll delve or whatever it is more into that machine when it comes along, and I'll also try and do a review of my S7 or my U1 Dynamic or whatever the frig they call them now as well against these. But I just decided to do a quick video because I know the video I posted, I did like a quick little scoot across the floor with this thing, and I didn't actually do a very good video. We just redid this carpet in this room. It is super plushy, thick carpet. And it's almost like that stuff that's going to seal right down. It's that silk spin or spin silk carpeting or whatever it is. It's shit. Like, I don't think it's Mohawk. It might be. Or I think it's Stainmaster or something like that. It's from Lowe's. And we just had this put down in here. And it's very thick carpet, and I also have a little thick pile, so I'm going to do just a quick video, and then I'll do a better head-to-head against the Orics, and I'll probably throw the Edge in there too, and then I'll do one of my Miele S7. I try not to do too many videos of head-to-heads unless I feel like they're good head-to-head comparisons. I feel like the Conquer and the S7 are both very expensive, high-end uprights that are probably pretty well talked about. Orics are synonymous in the bagged cleaning industry, and they're probably the most serviceable machine out there on the market, aside from Ricars and Simplicities. But at the same time, those ones tend to be more accident-prone or breakable. So, it does have the 2 speeds, like I've said before, carpet, hard floor. It does have the helper handle. I don't have this released all the way. Hopefully this video will be a little bit better of quality. I'll show the swivel, and when the XL21 arrives, maybe I'll do a video at some point. Today I got out of work early and nobody's home at the moment. And there's my kitty. So... So, I don't know what I just ran over. Hopefully it wasn't a nail, because we were just doing some reconditioning, I guess, of this bedroom. But I just want to point out, I just pushed right over top of that big pile, or it wasn't a huge pile, but it was pretty thick, of, what do you want to call it? Rolled oats. And like I say several times, I do the rolled oats because of the fact that when you pick up a handful of them, you're getting fine powder, you're getting big pieces, small pieces, and you're getting some in-between pieces. Just one second. It is like the idealistic product to pick up, in my opinion. And I'm sorry, I ran to make sure that nobody was coming in the door, or somebody didn't come in while I was vacuuming and I didn't even realize it. Anyway, and the pieces are flat. They're not round, so they're kind of hard to pick up. It's almost like trying to pick up a piece of paper off the ground, or trying to pick up like a penny or something. Something flat but long, like very oddly shaped. Wow, that's a really good video. And I just want to point out, there is not a single piece of anything on this floor, on this carpet, anywhere. And this is that looped fabric. There are loops all through it. Not every piece is a loop, but a lot of the pieces are loops, like this one right here. There isn't a single piece of anything on this carpet. And this is a very deep pile. As you can see, it's like a very frisé type of carpet. But there isn't a single piece of anything right there on the carpet. And it does a really great job on these microfiber mats. And they have these, like, wells all through them. And I'll show a video of that too. But the one thing that I was worried about, especially direct air machines, as you could see, this thing grooms extremely well. But the one thing that I was afraid of, because this carpet is super plush, and a lot of the carpets in my house are extremely plush, I was worried that it was going to kind of slow the motor down. It was going to bog the brush roll down, and in turn, it was going to slow down the fan, the motor. And the motor itself, I know all machines, the suction is generated by the fan speed, but the belt is directly linked to the fan on this machine. It's not an independent motor like a lot of newer machines are, like my Miele is, which is why they always say that it's better to have one. As soon as it touches that carpet, especially a thick pile carpet like this is a super thick pile. If you've seen my other videos, I've never done a video in this room before. This has some super thick plush carpet. And you can see it. Your feet just sink right into it. And even the side brushes of the Oric, they just move that carpet. And it's just this thick, deep pile carpet that your fingers can really get into. This is a vacuum killer, especially a model like an Oric. But because it has that EnduroLife belt, and you can see, you step down, there's a footprint. Because it has that EnduroLife belt, I don't know, I've never seen one. It might be cogged, I don't really know. But it really digs deep down into that carpet, and it continuously just powers through. So the motor is going to spin the brush roll just as fast as the brush roll, or as the motor's going to spin, because those cogs are kind of reinforcing it. It's not letting that carpet stretch the brush or the belt out. It's not going to slow down the machine, whereas a flat belt would, which is why Oric puts an extra belt on the bottom of their machines. I don't think the XL21 has an EnduroLife belt, but the XL21 has a HEPA filter somewhere. And I really, really, really like this Oric Elevate. I'm very happy that I purchased it. I'll do a quick little vacuuming over top of this right here. And I was kind of upset that I ran over that nail. Ugh. And then I'll probably vacuum the rest of the house, not on the video, but I will be posting a video of my Oryx against Oryx. I'm sorry, I did not mean to take a video of that cat mess. That's kind of gross, I'm sorry. And it is very hard to push across the carpet when the machine's not on. So, it did a really great job at cleaning up that mat. And one other thing that I wanted to mention about this, it is extremely lightweight. It's built very well, even though TTI owns them now. And they have for, probably the last almost 10 years or so, since like the late 2000s. It's built very well. I really like this machine. There are no smells. That's the one thing that I couldn't stand about my old Oric XL Pro Plus was the stink. This thing uses the same bags as any other Oric except for the magnesium and the edge. It uses CC bags. So I also like that Oric did that, because now, no matter what Oric machine you have, if you own a Oric with just your traditional bag docking station, which 95% of owners probably do, you can change your filtration. You can upgrade to that superior filtration. This has got that purple bag in it. It is pricey, but it's one of the very few bags out there on the market that won't stink, so you can actually save more money. I was actually only filling bags maybe a quarter of the way up in my Oric, and as often as I used it, it almost felt like every time I vacuumed, I needed to replace the bag when I decide to use it. And I worried about the grooming of the carpet because this is that stiffer bristle. It doesn't have the long, continuous brushes to make like a nice grooming action. It does a really great job. And the difference between the Command, the Conquer, and the Control, or the Control, Command, and Conquer. The Control, when I called, over the summer I called down in Tennessee, is where my family's from. I'm in northeastern part of the States, probably like a 12-hour drive from where my grandparents live. And I called a California store because I knew the time zone would be different. I called them and I asked her just real quick because they had an Oric Control for sale on eBay for like $110. Buy it now. I asked her about it. She said you could put a Elevate or an Edge brush roll inside of it. I don't know how honest she was being or not, but she said you could upgrade the brush roll on it. But the Edge, or the Conquer and the Command have a counter in it. It counts the rotations of the brush roll or something like that. And there's, this obviously is a swivel. The Command does not have the swivel. And this is honestly the only difference between the Command and the Conquer is the swivel, and there's no silver shimmery front piece. It's black here. White and black. So the silver wouldn't be there. And I don't think the handle would be silver either. I think that would be black too. Other than that, they're the same machine, apparently.